just like, it never occurred to me that you should walk your cat. I don't know, usually when people talk about their cat, I think they're just indoor cats, but I forget that there's also outdoor cats, you know? Let me turn this up a little louder. I don't want to be the only one getting scared, chat. There you go. Okay. Let's load. So we saw all the scenes already. This is we checked out the kitchen. We also checked out this little thing. We saw Mama. Let's go to the front yard. Anton. Damn, I'll whip you if you make a single step out the door. Damn, my bad, Ma. What the fuck? Where are we supposed to go then? What the hell? Ah! Ooh, it's this game. I was so tempted to play this Naganak. Really? Really? Dude, so far, I really like it. The storytelling is amazing, okay? If you have the patience for visual novels, it's so good. It's so good so far. My cat is an indoor cat, but I take a walk with him on a leash outside once every day. I think I'm having a brain fart. My cat is an indoor cat, but I take a walk with him on a leash outside once every... That's actually so good. Oh, Fex is such a good cat owner. Fex so sweet. I wish I could take my goldfish on a walk. No, yeah, I really like the art style of it also, right? It's amazing. Also, if we can't go outside or to the kitchen, where the hell do we go? Oh my god! What? Radio? Oh. Okay, can we go upstairs? No. Oh, don't tell me we stuck already. This is crazy. Let me press the I. We saw the newspaper, we saw the calendar. We saw the fridge, right? Yeah. Nani kora? Oh. Anton, get your hands off the phone. Olia's toy. I don't give two fucks. I'll go outside. Wait, I need to distract Mom somehow or I'll get scolded and my ass whipped. Okay. We don't need the deeds. Okay. Alright, you know what, chat? Okay. I think. Actually, I have no idea. What should we do, chat? I never really rebelled my mom. If she were to tell me like, Mercy, sit your ass down, I'd be like, okay. Okay. I'll just sit down and eat my ramen. Alright, let me see. Hey mama, did you wanna fill out that puzzle? You know, or I mean like we can cook too if you want. I totally don't mind. Hold up. Of course it won't be that easy. Okay. We gotta make a little concoction. Get your ass out of the closet. She is listening to our every move. I had to walk quite late yesterday and he took a path near dark forest. A dark forest area. There were no street lights there and I had to use a flashlight because it was completely dark. Thank God you had a flashlight or like your phone flashlight. I would be scared too. I would like dude, at that point I think my kitty would be preying on my downfall. Oh, that's right, because cats have night vision, don't they? Yeah. Aw, you probably thought you could see with him too. Or they. Oh, I'm surprised you do you prefer like the walks at night then? Hold up. I think we gotta do something with Oya's toy. I'm not gonna lie. Because... I don't know. The storytelling is so good to the point. I think it's just there for emotional... for the emotional part of the story. But at the same time... it's not that obvious to the point where it's like... I don't even think I can use it. I feel like there's no use besides for a story point. Oh, chat, you guys remember the underlined words? This is the thing. Babai in Slavic folklore, a nocturnal spirit used by parents to threaten their ill-behaving children. Oh shit. UAZ, a Soviet and Russian off-road freight passenger car brand, which was produced on the Oyanovsk car factory. Off-road freight passenger car brand? Oh. Black Kitty, a series of contemporary Russian original or translated teen mystery books. Oh. Accountant, a song by an all-female Soviet pop band by the name of Combination that was widely popular in the early 90s. Pelmeni, a Russian variety of dumplings made by boiling thin unleavened dough filled with minced meat. One may even call it Russian fast food. Yo, chat, we gotta try this. Oh my god, it sounds so good. Okay, alright. It's obviously something in the kitchen then. I won't touch it ever again. Okay. Radio? Oh, sorry. Let me... What? Hey, Chad, do we got a translator in here? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I won't lie, Mercy. I don't fully trust in your detective skills. Actually, yeah, Alexis, you were there when I played fucking... when I played, what was it called? You remember that detective game? Dude. You know what? Now that you say that, I don't blame you. Especially after seeing that stream. Bro, it's so bad. I had to use the fucking manly badass hero. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. Let me see. This song's a bop, chat. Okay, hold up. Holy shit, chat. I think you got to be fucking Einstein to figure this out, cause okay, 1, 2, 3. So she said no closet. A black cross. Okay, she doesn't want me on the phone. Her toy. Well, I mean, can I right? Whoa, okay, right click is the menu. Can I talk to you? It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home. Mom, there's something wrong with... Bro, we had to talk to Mom this whole time. There's something wrong with the TV. The picture is dim and there are stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted. You're killing me here. So have you had enough of shooting these stupid ducks now? Eh? Told you the kind scope will go dim because of your console. Oh, was he playing hunting season? Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings? Question mark. Please go see for yourself, Mother. Strange. It worked fine in the morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hands clean on her apron and went to Olya's room. Run, Chad, run! We go now! I opened the front gate and went into the field. carefully so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. This is scary. Oh. Oh. So, is this our room right here then? Wait, no. Our room would be over on this side because that's where we saw the dancing people, right? When I crossed half of the distance toward the forest, the snow piles became as high as my knees. Remember, chat, we're playing as a kid. So, this is, like what? To like half of our shin, maybe? Or almost our entire shin. I remembered my nightly fears. The silhouettes I saw were around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. That hypnotizing music started playing in my head all on its own. It's quite scary when you can't tell what is looking back at you and then realizing that you are not alone. What the fuck? Fex, why would you say that? Now you got me scared. I think your comment was scarier than the whole gameplay. But that is terrifying, especially in an IRL scenario. Oh my gosh. Terrifying. In the light of day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there. Distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent. So silent, I felt like the world was totally empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Oya. The time reached its limit, a one-way trip that ended at the forest's piney stockade. Sometimes silence was much more scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Oya turned to stone, listening to them. But then always came the ringing silence. Silence out apartment because became numb a couple of days before we departed. Huh? Eh? But since it was only deers, it was fine. Well, oh, you were referring to the earlier message you sent? Ah. You did send a message earlier. What the? How come I didn't see it? And as I turned around, shining the flashlight, I saw 2 eyes reflecting back at me from the forest, then 4 more. Oh, now it was only deers. But they really did sneak up on me, didn't hear them at all. That's crazy. Holy crap. That is actually scary. They're quiet little buggers. They're so pretty though. Deers are so cute. You know in Japan, like, you can feed them and they'll do a little bow for like treats. It's so cute. They're so cute. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around laughing or spent time together. Almost like all of it was in a previous life. And when they kissed with Oya present, she always frowned and snorted in a funny way. But one day, it all changed. Something important left our home. Yo, I'm just saying. You know what? You know what? I'm not. It's something scary filled the remaining void. What? Oh, I see. It was as if a fire broke up, and our parents were hurriedly packing our belongings, trying to save themselves and us. From who, though? From the people with dead, cold eyes who sometimes visited us in our previous home? The eyes that only saw balls of worms on the black ground and everything? And somewhere far away, a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. Oh my gosh, she scared the hell out of me. I shuddered, chasing away my delusions, and looked around. Bro, we're barely 5 feet away from the door. There were only me, this white field, and the wind that was whipping up icy dust and belts of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun and turned my eyes to the sunless forest. It looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slithered under the snow like fat snakes. Rotten leaves and coniferous needles froze into the ice. Oh, dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up uncomfortable thoughts about fences. Were they protecting the forest? Or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some object was hanging from one of the pointy branches. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, and when I almost got to the edge of the forest, I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungering semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? Their senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show called The Streets of Broken Lights. Streets of Broken Lights, a Russian mystery TV series telling a story of the daily life of Russian police officers. It's the longest running series in the history of Russian TV at the moment. Yeah, so sneaky. They were super cute. When I know what it was and could see them better. So curious. They are curious. I could tell that my cat knew that they were there before I saw the eyes, since he started to sneak walk and look towards the forest. Oh, wow. Your cat has, like, good hunting instincts. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe they just have good hearing. No. Oh my god, I've been listening to, like, music's, like, so loud as of late. It's kind of crazy. I think I'm gonna lose my hearing. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but still brave and strong. Probably both. Dude, chat, I have so many. Excuse me, I had a cough. Will this mitten help them find the lost boy? Vova! I heard a distant shout. It looked like it came from the river. Vova! As if the trees were calling out to someone. Vova resounded closer to me. There was somebody standing there, behind the trees. I need to turn this up for you guys. Hiding. Vova! I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, there was something unsettling about that figure. Its stillness, how it was bent unnaturally to the ground. Its blackness. There's no one there, just branches and roots. It's all my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. Oh my god! What the fuck? A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. You looking at it like, what the fuck? So it was my imagination after all. Silence reigned for a painfully long time. Mercy get... Dude, Alexis, you saw that. That was not nothing. Look at that. What is that? Dude, I'm just kidding. I don't think there's anything there. My I'm stuttering. Chill out, chill out. My muscles were tightly sprung. Oh, is it that loud? Damn. No, it's not behind me. Alexis, stop. Alexis, stop. My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, I'd sprint. But nothing of the sort happened. I looked at the mitten once more. Shit, take that shit. Come on now. It's okay. It's okay. I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. Oh. Run, bitch, run! 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 Anton. A shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for a reply. Run, run. Dude. Fuck are we doing? I stepped toward the bristly trees and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder and the branch cracked and the mitten tore off, landing in my hand with a squishy sound all too heavy. Wet. I squeezed it without thinking. Oh my god, it's so fucking loud. Without thinking, something dark spilled from it, forming a tiny string between the mitten and the snow. Steam rose from the snow pile. I froze in place, studying my palm in disgust. Red. The sound of cracking branches invaded the silence. I didn't have to think twice before running away. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get dragged into the thicket. I'll be gone forever. There was one more voice. Oh, probably one of reason. It gave me strength, spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing cold air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot, a wheeze. The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried up raspberry bush, from twisted pines, from under the windfall. Hurry, run, don't look back. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snowy clearing became vicious like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? I screamed in horror after realizing this wasn't snow. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. The pressure on my leg was gone. My boot slipped out of the hole, and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached a clear path with one jump, and from there ran to my house. Its gloomy facade didn't look threatening now. That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog striking the wood with its paws, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving. The heartbeat in my ears was so much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were already in our front yard and Mom had locked the door? Drowning in fear, I pulled on the doorknob and it obediently gave way. Close that bitch! I rolled into the hallway and shut the door behind me. Porch planks creaked as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock and I couldn't click into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Fax leaving? Time for me to sleep. Fun hanging out for a bit. Take care. Good night, Fax. Have good sleep. Don't be scared, okay? Good night. Good night. Thank you for coming. I'll see you I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed at me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out of the kitchen and chastened me with the same frigid voice she always used when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you to never slam the door? Damn, she really don't care that we just left? Good night. Good night. I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone, and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from Mom, my fears were slowly weakening, melting like snow in the spring. And with it, the last bit of strength I had left my body too. My legs gave way. I propped myself against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Oh, maybe... Mom's expression changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before as all those quarrels. She saw my condition at last, my wet pants plastered with snow. Where have you been? What did I tell you, huh? I told you to stay home. Am I nothing to you too? I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel, her voice rang out, "Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret?" "Damn, Ma!" There was something chasing me. I thought... I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned toward me and sniffed my clothes like a beast, searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. Her expression changed in an instant and covered her mouth with her hand. "Chat, are we about to see something? Alright? Look over there, at the fence." My heart started thumping as if I became prey once again, and my pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I've heard something scratch at the door, just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger, and I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. Oh, we're about to do it, chat. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in snow through the icy window patterns on the glass. It's behind you! You guys are assholes, bro. Y'all are mean. Dogs! Just a small pack of strays with no name and owner. Barely, reminding of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest. Oh boy. Were you scared of them? I think they'd rather be scared of you, Anton. They were chasing me, like a bunny. And what if they're rabid? The smile had slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing them. What if they attack Olya? What? What a strange thing to think about. What? Why does it feel like we don't exist? Dude, chat, brainstorm with me, chat. Why is it that when we're like, dude, what if it attacked us? What if it had rabies? And then all of a sudden she's like, what if it attacked your younger sister? And she didn't even say too, like T-O-O. What if it attacked your sister too? It was just like, what if it attacked your sister? I was like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, do we even matter? Are we even real? It got me questioning my existence. He said, well, I think that, I don't know. I don't know. Mom? I wish your dad could just... Dude, I don't think Mom's okay. Are you sure the dogs were the monster? Cause I think we living with one. Mom, look, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or your foe? After all, make up your mind. You're not a little kid already. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb-ridden corner. Welp, some detective I am. No, don't say that, Anton. You can be whatever you want to be. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but rather my pants among a pack of stupid strays. And what for? What use do I have for this mitten? No, 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 it wasn't wasted, Anton. It wasn't trust, of course. A darkened, sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made a squishy sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. That's my trump card as a detective. Yeah! Anton clutched! Anton clutched! I hurried to present this clue to my mom. What the fuck? Why are you holding it like that, Anton? You are insane. Mom, this is Volva's mitten. The boy the police was talking about in the morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show where. Dude, Chad, do you know how fresh that blood has to be to drip that much? I mean, like, I wouldn't know. But, like, I'm saying, like, that is crazy. That is a lot. Let's call the police like the officer told us to. Mom, look. Ew. Bro, that's all she has to say? Are you serious? A shadow of doubt slowly crept onto Mom's contorted face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the image slips away. Stop it! This moment. Oya will go insane if she hears you. She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the time. And you joke around like this? At that moment, I realized the mitten was actually wet from snow. Dude, chat, we have an unreliable narrator who has a massive imagination. And it doesn't help that they're just a little kid. This is really bad. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. Come here. Oh, sorry, come here, my boy who cried wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come take your pills. What? A golden-colored pill, reminiscent of a dead wasp, fell onto my palm. Is this how he feels? Is this how he feels about the pills? I already took one during the breakfast. Don't talk over me. I told you to stay home, and Dad would have given you a good whipping for that. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with a similarly awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Volva's mitten. Maybe it wasn't a mitten at all. Just like the forest monsters and Olya's owl. Am I going mad? Huh? What's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect or an overexerted brain didn't let fear inside anymore. Oh. Serenity washed over me, bringing yawny indifference along with it. They're getting tired. Anton, you done? See, you can do it when you try. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? Oh, shit. No, Mom, I was just thinking. What about, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes, as if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Is everything alright? You had the same exact expression when the policeman asked you about the window. I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Fine. It seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric became discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulbs also felt different, dimmer and yellower. Even the saliva in my mouth had a different taste. Yo, did she roofie her own son? A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olya was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched to other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. Puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Jafar's and Lago's voices died down. I walked past Olya's bedroom and slipped into my own. The forest didn't look as grim during the day. Entangled tree branches in the distance and the snowy field between our house and the forest brought sleepiness to my eyes. But sometimes I would still catch myself looking in the window at the icy treetops instead of doing my homework. One of the drawers were empty. I hid the mitten there. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. Blah. And only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. Those were bars. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort, as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor, just like a savant of sorts. Olya? Who else would be standing there? I stood and licked my dried up lips. Yeah, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached out toward the curtains. Ba-dum, beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Gotcha! I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olya's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, "But Dad, she's not some flashlight." But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I think that makes more sense. Hey, Mama, watch out, there's a girl behind you. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little. Before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Olya ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, "You stole something and hid it there? Are you a thief?" What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from a tree branch. Oh, stop, bro. Stop. Fuck. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind the black trees. Olya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone, then I'll show you. Olya wore a plotting smile. Oh yeah, she plotting something. Yeah, you see it, chat? That's the face of a snitch. I swear on mom's heart. Chat, I think this is foreshadowing because apparently somebody's gonna be lying tonight. An oath she heard in one of the movies about the pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Oya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer, and Oya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police is going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Oya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. And why are they going house to house and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police isn't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every crook and nook and cranny? Where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later, for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Oya as far away as possible from the forest thicket. Uh-oh, what the? We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. A lot of stuff like that in Field of Wonders. Field of Wonders, a Soviet and Russian TV game show still running to this day. Wow. Coming out every Friday, can be described as a partially adapted version of Wheel of Fortune. Sounds cool, right? Oya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense! An owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's, how should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Oya shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just I was hurrying back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in a tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what? You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could all go and play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Oya giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my little sister. I washed over by some sort of heinous of apathy. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone and Mom is always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of our tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go, let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know. Let's play hide and seek. No, Olia. Then draw me a dino. Olia, please. Draw it, draw it. Will you leave me alone already? I blurted out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken back. I never screamed at my little sister like that. Olia stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olia from crying. Oh, alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her and put my hands on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Boo! You'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. Aladdin exists in this universe. They have Disney. They do have Disney. I believe this is a modern timeline. They just live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. And I believe they're kind of poor because all they ate for breakfast was oats and bread. So I think they can't afford a smart TV, you know, and it's okay. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! That's so sweet, though. I think Oya knows something's wrong with her brother. Okay, okay. Not something wrong with her brother, but like... I think she knows he's a little upset because he's obviously hiding something. No, I was just running because mom was gonna whoop my ass. No, blah, blah, blah. Well, she was literally at the window watching him. Like, dude. She saw that pack of dogs chasing you. But I think it's still sweet that she's trying to cheer him up anyways. Because we only see everything from Anton's perspective. We don't see it from anybody else's. Tripe. Ceratops. Well, close enough. Oya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas. And a shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Aww, they're trying to cheer each other up. How sweet. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Oya disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. What the fuck? Hey, hold, chill. Oh, it's a lamb. Oya's countless toys. An old teddy bear is the main attraction here. Oya doesn't sleep without it, and she digs her nose into its fur when she sleeps. The scary window where Oya sees the accursed owl every night. Damn, I bet if her pillow is facing like the opposite way, yeah, she's staring at that window every single night. That's terrifying. That accursed owl every night, lurking in the dark. Oya keeps the curtains open during the day, but as soon as the twilight comes, she shuts them tight, so she wouldn't see the pair of hungry eyes outside. Oh, a piggy bank. Oya is saving her money for a real puppy because Dad said that taking care of him will take a lot of money. True. Oh, they have the reflection. That's really nice. The old photon TV was gathering dust in the corner. All that was left was clicking the button on the front panel. The tube warmed up and familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. I almost reached out to turn on the VCR when the noise calmed down and a blurry image appeared for a moment. There was a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. The picture split the screen in half. Something creepy resembling human speech was coming out of the speaker. Just a few minutes later, the scenery was again overshadowed by noise. Did it catch some rogue signal? Local TV station only really showed Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. But only just recently, I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna? What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Oya asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice to disappoint her, but in my sleepy state, I didn't have the strength to do all of it. Oh shit. Yo, can I like... Let's save this. Oh, we could overwrite it. Chad, you guys think we should... Wait. You think we should search for the tape? Or should we set the channel? You know... I feel like we've disappointed our sister enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so bad that we made her cry. We made her cry, and I don't want to come back and she sees something like horrific. You know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen on that channel. Let's search for the tape. I sifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprise. This looks so cute. I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. Oh shit. I got the black rectangle from its box. The tape inside, it rustled while rewinding to the beginning. This rustle was lulling me to sleep. Drowsiness attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Images whirled in my head. Me and Olya flying above the forest, tumbling in soft clouds. My little sister is laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I notice that the clouds underneath us part, barring the bristly pine tops. Swampy darkness slurped among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us and Olya. You haven't started without me, have you? Said Olya. My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. Oh, this is so cute. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. Rough times are lame. On the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Olya was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog too? Yeah, right. I have my own dog in the Neverland, and a cat and a parrot. Olya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all of your baby teeth? Obviously. Olya frowned deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. Yeah! They're so cute. And why would Dad forge documents? Olya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. He will! Okay, he will! I heard Mom said that he did that before. You grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Olya got worried and touched her ear. I smiled to myself. This is so cute. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread, watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook, as if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I also imagined myself there, in a land where no one ages, where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. It felt like I was dreaming, with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains fast! Why? No one's watching you. It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. I did my best not to look outside toward the treetops, toward the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from the shadows of branches scraping the snow. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up. I made the owl up. And Dad, too, thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists! Honestly, it does. You believe me, right? That it comes every night and I swiftly grabbed Olia's hand. I looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believe you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, and they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens, and don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. It doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist. It never existed, like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad say. It'll get tired of waiting and fly away. It was madness. But after everything that's happened recently, I was more and more inclined to believe Olia's owl existed. Oh, goodness gracious. We followed Peter Pan's adventures as if nothing bad had happened. As if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents weren't tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was headed to London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Olia's eyelids had drooped. She started snorting lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Olia's room. I was looking out the window, studying the field, when my mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? Why did she look away when she said that? That was weird. Adults think everything is so simple. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me, I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming, to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just a part of growing up and I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that were my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. Chad, that was only episode 1. Chad, I thought Chad, I thought this was the entire like full game. That was chapter 1. That was episode 1. Oh my god. Chad, we gotta know what happens, dude. Like, obviously we have like an unreliable narrator, but it's kind of like, what for? You know what I mean? Like, what does he take? Cause unless both of them have hallucinations or just a wild imagination, you know? I'm not too sure. Oya seems to like... Okay, the thing is, dude, it's so tough. Dude, that felt so short. Did it not? Oh my goodness. That felt really short, actually. Oh, I thought horror music was playing. I was gonna say like what the fuck? Alright, let me close this. Okay. That was a good game. I really liked it. I hope we get more. I hope it's out actually, so we can all play it and read. But so far, dude, fun game. That was a good game. I think there's something about it. Oya seems to live in a fantasy, and like I don't blame her, especially with all the arguing going on. And at that age, I don't blame her for like dissociating, you know. Anton, it's more of like he's present there. um Maybe he's dissociating too by, I don't know what he could possibly have. I know he has like hallucinate. It's either hallucinations or he just has a very wild imagination, like the pack of wolves. I mean dogs that he saw or was being chased after. Wow, that is their name. Thank you for joining me, chat. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here with me. Bye, chat. I'll miss you. Good night.